Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. Chuckles here, and today I want to talk about my Striker Titan setup. I've been told over these last couple of weeks, whether it's been on the forums or just from other people, that the Titan is the worst PvP class. Everything about him apparently sucks in PvP. I'm just thinking, like, and I keep asking them, why does it suck? And they can never give me a straightforward answer. I'm assuming it's because they don't have Blink, and you can't run around Blink Shotgun and everything. Now, I could be wrong. The thing is, though, the Striker is an extremely fun class to play, and is very, very lethal in PvP if you know how to play it. So I'm going to share my build with you guys, all of my subclass setups, as well as my armor specs. Alright, so let's go through and hop in. We're going to be talking about all of the perks, even the ones I don't use, and why I choose the ones that I do over the other perks. So we're going to start with the grenades first. Flashbang grenade, I really don't use. You have to be pretty damn accurate with the flashbang grenade, and you can really only kill like one person. It's just not enough zone control for me if I'm trying to control a big game type like Control or Clash, and that's why I tend to stick with the lightning grenade. Now, the pulse grenade can be effective. The thing is, though, it's pretty obvious when you throw the pulse grenade out and where the damage is coming from. Where the lightning grenade, you can kind of just stick to a wall, and it pulses for like 120, 122 damage. It's extremely effective. So for your jump, lift, you can go through and use increased height, increased control, or catapult. I prefer increased control just for the mobility. It's so much more helpful, especially when I use my shoulder charge perk. It allows me to just get around the map quicker. So your super, I definitely prefer Aftermath. Aftermath is definitely the best choice for any controller Clash game type. It is like the best thing you can go for. Just so much zone control with that. Basically, if you guys, if you use super and you die, it just sits there. If you do it on a zone or heavy ammo, they can't really touch it or they die from your damage. Death from above, I don't really find effective unless I have Unstoppable on. Since I like shoulder charge, I don't use it because I'm basically broadcasting me using my super, and I'm pretty vulnerable while I do that. And then Shockwave is good for 3v3 skirmish game types or elimination. So for your punch, Overload is, you don't really need to punch people that often. Just like the Hunter's Blink Strike being up every 5 seconds, you really don't need that. You don't need to immediately reset its cooldown. If you really want to punch somebody, just spec out your melee or your strength. Discharge isn't even that great in PvE. And Amplify is, that's the best choice you can go with, really. Who doesn't like it in their super more often? So we're going to talk about both codexes at the same time. Basically what you want to do is, as a Titan, you want to max your armor specs out. It only gives you a few more HP, but it allows you to survive things like the trip mine and just other basic things that you need that few extra HP for to be able to survive. Recovery is essential just to be able to get back in the fight. And you really don't need that much agility. It's good for strafing, but I use the increased control on the shoulder charge just for the mobility to get around the map. It allows me to move around almost as quick as Blink. Not quite, but pretty damn close. So definitely effective. This is my setup. I go with both the top codexes. So for Headstrong, just like Death from Above, it can be effective, but because I don't use Juggernaut, or Unstoppable, my bad, I don't want to go through and broadcast using my super and die from it. If you find that you're dying while you use your super often, then I would go with that perk. So for Aftershocks, that's my choice, definitely the best one. More Lightning Grenade and more Aftermath. Basically just adds one more pulse, one more Lightning Grenade pulse, or one more Aftermath pulse. Like I said, 122 extra damage is going to be pretty damn helpful. Or 120. Whichever one it is. Transfusion, I really only use this when I'm trolling. If I'm doing like a shoulder charge only challenge, or if I just want to punch people and get my health back, just messing around, I'll use it. But it's really not the go-to perk. Unstoppable, by all means, I said I don't use it. It is still an extremely good perk and very useful. So if you guys would like to use it, obviously that's your preference. Juggernaut, I used to think it's really good. It's actually not. And the reason being the shield only lasts 5 or 6 seconds, which is fine. The thing is, if you change elevations or if you jump, it immediately goes away. So you do take note of that. And I jump a lot. So for my helmet, I use increased grenade throw distance and more super energy from grenade kills with intellect or discipline rolls, and the replenish health when you pick up an orb is decent in PvE. You have to have increased grenade throw distance, extremely crucial for your lightning grenades. And then your gloves, increased reload speed with hand cannons. I usually have my hand cannon equipped, and then increased melee attack speed. Unfortunately, this one's a discipline strength roll, but I do have another pair of gloves that is right there for the intellect discipline roll. For my pulse rifles, so I usually go with the intellect discipline build. More heavy ammo for my boots. The thing is, though, the Armaterium I think is one of the best exotic armors in the game. Just simply because it has a high discipline roll, more additional grenade, more heavy ammo, and more special ammo. The other chest pieces only allow you to carry more special ammo or more heavy ammo. This gives you both, so it's extremely effective. I think there's only one chest piece that does that. I could be wrong. I think it's like the Lucky Raz. No, it's not even that, actually. I think this is the only one that does that. So you can, when the new DLC comes out, if there's boots with cool perks on them, you don't have to worry about having to have heavy ammo boots because this covers everything that you need to know about it. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. At the end of this video, I'm going to have some clips together, kind of just demonstrating what the Striker is capable of. Not really a montage, but kind of just grenades, supers, shoulder charges, everything this guy's capable of, and how much fun he is to play. If you guys would leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. If you could comment, subscribe, that'd be awesome.
ammo available. Heavy ammo available. Lost the lead. Gained the lead. Zone C secure. Gained the lead. Enemy captured Zone A. Zone C secure. You're in the lead.